And welcome to the show. It's the Lee Michaels Show live on thepowerofvoices.com. And thank you for being here today. Carol's not going to be in today, but hey, I'm here. And Chris is here. And you're here. And probably Alpha will drop in and be a part of the show as well. And let's bring in Chris. Good morning, Chris. What's up? Boom shakalaka. Where you at? Oh, wait a minute. Wrong one. I'm working upside down today. Yeah, bring that up.
Oh, okay.
There he is.
How's that?
Good.
Boom shakalaka. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
How's everything?
All right. Now, do you have the camera selected? We're good? All right. They can see my ugly face? Am I too close to the... Hey, Chris, I'm on the other side of the desk where Carol would normally be.
Oh, that's where you are.
Yeah,
Okay, I see
and
you.
Isabel is producing the show today.
Got it. All right. Thank you, Isabel.
Yeah.
Not too shabby. All right. We're doing all right so far.
Yeah, is that right? We're looking good?
Looking all right, man.
All right. So how you doing, man?
Can't call it. I'm doing all right. Hey, any day above ground is a good day, I've always been told.
Ain't that the truth?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that makes it, as you lose more and more of your friends and family members, it makes you really appreciate life a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, I totally agree. We tend to lose more, unfortunately, when we get older, but I think at the same time we have to look at the times that we've had with those people in our lives.
That's right.
And they help shape and make us who we are, really.
That is so true. Fats Domino has made his transition.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Him and Robert Guillaume.
No, I didn't hear about Robert.
Robert, yeah, he passed away yesterday.
Oh, I missed that one.
And they both were 89 years old.
Wow, that's ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fats Domino. Well, I love Fats. Fats could wail on that piano and sing up a storm, to say the least.
Great stuff, man. I was going through some stuff with him. Like, well, see, when I was coming up in the 70s, all of a sudden there was this resurgence of 50s memorabilia, like TV shows, like movies, like, what was that movie?
Right.
I can't think of it right now. It's escaping me right now. But like Happy Days, for example, was out during that time. And so there's a resurgence. So, you ask people, of course, your parents and relatives who were around in that time and their perspective. Right. And, yeah, Blueberry Hill was the first record I ever heard about Fats.
Is that right?
That was it.
Yeah.
Found My Thrill
on Blueberry Hill.
I won't sing because I don't
do that.
I don't want people to start
take it easy. Yeah.
No, I don't want to do that. No, I love people. I want them to go deaf.
Exactly. Yeah. Fats was had his own unique style. Now, where was Fats from? Was it New Orleans?
Yeah. Yes, New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Right.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Fats.
Antoine Fats Domino Jr.
Jr., no less.
Yeah. Antoine,
Yeah. Yeah, he was one of the great, very unique. There's never been another Fats, to come along. When I think of Fats, I think of Billy Stewart and guys in that era. Summertime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
It was pretty cool. The great thing about technology is, of course, you can go back and Google it or go on YouTube.
Right.
If you go on YouTube, when the late, great Nat King Cole had a television show,
oh, yeah,
he had on a 10-year-old prodigy, and that was Billy Preston.
That's right. I'd heard that. I don't remember seeing it, but I heard that Billy Preston appeared on that show.
Yes.
Wow. He was 10?
It's so cool. He was about 10, between no more than 12.
Wow.
And when you see him, of course, the man was a genius, but a prodigy at that young age. And to be really just, sitting with Nat King Cole and holding his own with Nat at that age. It's Google it or go to YouTube and they'll show the footage. It is amazing.
Yeah, I have to check that out.
Yeah, that was nice. That's good history.
Yes, man. Absolutely. Nice. Absolutely.
So I see the correlation between him real quick and Fats. Fats went on to do, he wrote, of course, as a songwriter, he wrote, I think it was, what's that song that came out with Ike and Tina, like Pocket 88 or something like that with 88 title to it. He wrote that. He had more than 30 top 40 hits.
Is that right? 30?
Yes, he did. Yeah, more than 30.
Wow. Yeah, I have to go back and look at that because, you don't think about so much the songwriters. You remember the songs, at least for me.
Right.
You remember the songs more than who wrote, arranged, and produced them.
Right.
And then many times, in fact, I went to a Babyface concert not too long ago, and he did a montage of the songs that he had written and produced for other people. And I went, wow, I didn't realize he did that. Well, he did that too? You know, he did some Whispers, early Whispers stuff, and I didn't know that.
I didn't know it either.
Yeah.
See, you never know.
Mm-hmm. And of course, I knew he did some stuff with Tony Braxton, but there were other artists that I didn't realize that he had penned those songs. So it's amazing that some of the talent you don't really recognize or realize were involved in some of the big hits that have occurred over the years.
Oh, yeah, going back to Fats real quick, it was Rocket 88 that he did with Ike Turner.
Yeah, I don't remember that
gave him a
song.
hit.
You remember that one?
Good Rockin' Tonight. I've heard it before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah. Fats Domino has made his transition at 89 years old. If I'm so lucky to make it that far, that would be a great thing.
Well,
But
as long as you don't have, Carol trying to put your head through a glass and put it back in and break it back out.
Or putting some wacky weed in the food or something.
Or have the vapors.
Yeah.
Vaping.
Yeah, you been vaping, Lee? No, Carol, I have not. No. Oh, okay. You want to try something? No, I don't think so.
Well, like yesterday, look, I'm not trying to start anything if I am.
Yes, you
with
are.
It, but
yes,
okay,
you
I
are.
am.
There
Okay,
you go.
all right. Okay, I'm just saying, if you're gonna bring the vapors, then use it.
Yeah, that's what I told
demonstrate it.
Yeah, because I've never tried it before.
I haven't vaped.
Yeah, I think she looked like she had been vaped before she came in here because her eyes looked kind of. She looked vaped out, man.
That happens.
She looked like she had been vaped or something. Something had been done to her. So I don't know.
This is the season for catching the vapors.
Yeah, the vapors.
Yeah, so I just wanted to demonstrate. As a non-vapor, I just wanted to know what the deal was.
Yeah, really.
Demonstrate.
Yeah. You want to get on the mic? Bring the mic in. Yeah. And Isabella's making comments, and bring the red one up. You're on the red mic. Yeah, click the on button there. There you go. Now you are live.
I would have tried it. I wish you would have offered. I don't want to ask.
See?
I don't like to ask, but if they offer, I'll be like,
you
sure.
say sure.
And I would have
Let me hit that
demonstrated,
puppy.
too. Yeah.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you. So I can rely on you.
You know what? You should have asked. You should have told
That's
her,
right.
demonstrate, show us.
That's right. Let me fix up the camera here so we're not going to do Carol on you, so Carol doesn't like to be seen. And if you don't mind, I mean, you mind being on camera?
No, I don't care.
Okay.
Thank you, Isabella.
Right, because I'm sick and tired of being alone.
Isabella.
It's Isabel. Isabel.
It's
Isabel. Isabel.
Nice.
Okay, so now on the switcher there should be one that says twin or double or scene one. What do you see over there? Scene one?
Twin cam.
Twin cam. Okay, click on that. Now you see both of us?
I do.
Okay. Yeah, move your mic out of your face there. There you go.
Okay.
How's that? Does that look good?
Yeah.
You all framed up?
I am.
See the top of your head?
I do.
Bottom of your head?
Yes.
Can't see your feet though, right?
No.
No, okay, good. All right, so that's how that works. But yeah, I think she should have gone and given us a vape demonstration.
I agree.
I've been trying to get her to come in and smoke a doobie for a year now. I think it would be hilarious because she's already crazy,
Right. That's what I'm saying. She's already, the cheese at times will fall off her cracker. You know what I'm saying? So you want to go there and have her smoke something?
Well, maybe I'm interested in knowing what the change would be. Would she be more hyper or more laid back?
I think she would be more laid back.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know. I've never seen her under the influence that I know of, other than the influence of those pharmaceuticals that she's on. But and I know the one, whatever it is that she's taking, she said makes her mean, and that's when she comes in and rakes me over the coals. I'm like, damn.
She sure does.
I mean, cheebity weebity, leave me alone.
I don't even talk about somebody when they're not here, but what? Maybe we should have an intervention.
Yeah.
We should. We should all have an intervention. That look, Carol, you got to stop doing this shit.
Leave Lee alone.
Exactly right. Yeah, I'm hip.
No, well, I don't think that'll happen. That will probably
Okay.
amplify the situation.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I figured I'd try to help.
But good luck.
Rots of ruck.
Yep, exactly. Okay. So what is happening in the news? I haven't watched any news in the last.
We know the whole
24
thing about
hours.
Senator Jeff Blake from Arizona. Republicans come forward and said that he would not be reelected. He said during an interview, in fact, he said on the floor that his direct quote was, "I rise to say enough." And he went against the president on his behavior and what he's been doing. And one of course he said that this is not normal for a president to behave. And he also said that to the GOP, that if you're silent, silence can be also equal to compliance.
Yep. That's exactly it. I agree with you, Jeff Flake.
And he called it.
Never a big fan of him, but I have respect for him now. At least he's man enough to stand up and say enough is enough, and I don't want to be associated with
That's right.
this administration. And I, you know what? I think it's a good thing that people have some respect for themselves, first of all, and say, hey, look, this is not right. You know, who does this? What president in his right mind would say and do the things that this guy is doing? And then try to justify it by criticizing someone's response to his stupidity, his ignorance. And I just don't get that. I cannot support it. I will not support it. And I respect anybody that has the gall, the chutzpah, the balls to stand up against it.
Absolutely.
Because it's the right thing to do. How
And
do
it
you go
doesn't
to
matter
sleep
what
at
side-
night? I don't know.
Well, you're right. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle that you're on. Once again, here's a guy who is Republican.
Yeah.
Who's come forward to say this. Another Republican come forward, Senator Bob Corker,
Right.
Tennessee, an early on supporter of Trump.
That's right.
Went on to say that Trump is an untruthful president.
Period.
Right. And that he's debasing the nation. That's deep, man.
Yeah, it is. It speaks volume.
Yes, it does.
And-
So you have two powerful GOP senators going against Trump at this point.
Yeah. Now, what do you see in 2018? What's going to happen with the House and the Senate? What's your projection at this point?
My projection will probably be, well, here's the following. And you always tell us the date about us going to make these mid-elections.
November
You
6th?
have to tell them that's right, November 6th. If we don't get involved, we're going to get more of the same.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is you have to give people that you have to do your research, you have
Yep.
to get off your dead ass and go look at people who are aligned with your ideology for you to make a vote to get other people out of office and people into office.
That's right.
And then once they get into office, keep tabs on them. Don't just go vote and then go somewhere else. No, you keep tabs on them and keep their feet to the fire.
Hold them
Because
accountable.
Exactly, everybody. And if you don't do that, you're going to get people who go in there and get acclimated or go to special interest groups and line their pockets, and all of a sudden you don't hear from them anymore,
Yep.
and they'll be against you, and your vote has been used. If
Yep.
we don't do that, we're constantly going to put ourselves in the hole. And 2018 will be pretty unpredictable because now it's always been about, but more so now because people are getting more involved, I think,
Right.
It's a power struggle. And if the Democrats were smart, they would get behind somebody and just say, look, we can do this and make this thing happen, but there has to be an understanding of who is right for the job,
Yeah.
who is going to be fit for it,
Exactly.
who's going to be in it for the long haul, and not just some suit or empty suit or in that type of situation. That somebody has to have some testicular fortitude, no matter who that person is, and let the person know that, look, this is going to be a long, hard battle,
Yeah.
whether it's on the national front or local front.
And there's a big governor's race in Virginia. We're trying to keep Virginia blue. And so that's a highly contested race there. And then there's another race up in Pennsylvania. And there's, several tenuous, because I get these emails from the Democratic headquarters all the time. I'm saying, hey, make donations, blah, 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 blah. And I try to keep on top of what's happening out there. So for those, my fellow Virginians, get out to the poll on November 6th, and let's make sure that we bring the Democrat into the governor's house there in Virginia. Don't sleep it. Pretend this is a presidential election and go out in volume and vote. Don't sit back and say, oh, well, it's not that important. This is very important. Not only are there several governor seats up for grabs, there are also all of the House, 435 or 36, whatever it is, members, all of them are up for re-election. And I think 30 seats in the Senate. So this is no joke. Get out there and vote. This will change the dynamic as it exists today. All three branches of government is controlled by the Republicans. And in 9 months, look at what they have done. Some of the legislative moves that they have made will make your life, Mr. Average American, more difficult. Less opportunities are being provided through the legislation they have passed. And then all the executive orders that this numbnut orange guy has done is not in the best interest of the people in this country. It's just not. It's not going to work. It's only going to make things more difficult. He's making it more difficult for our allies to be true to us. He's making it more difficult for families to stay together that have come here legally or illegally. See, I believe in the family unit. Keep the families together, things will progress in a good way. When you split people up because of your wacko, crazy laws, it makes it more difficult. It puts more stress on that family, and things go awry. So he doesn't look at things that way. He looks at it from his own blind eye, own narcissistic way. It's all about him. Look at the stuff that he does. Look at how hypocritical he is. Complain about Obama, not an American citizen. Liar.
Right.
You're wrong. And he kept that fire going until he just couldn't resist any longer. But did he ever say, hey, I was wrong?
Well, he had a half-ass apology at a press conference. He was very reluctant to come forward because he actually made a mistake.
Right.
Once again, you look at his body language. Body language is, Ray Charles in the state he's in right now can see his body language.
Yeah, exactly.
And look at the way it is and the way he comports himself. So during that interview or press conference he had years back about the whole birther thing, he did say, it was like, okay, it is true that he was born here. It wasn't like I apologized.
Right.
He just acknowledged the fact that he was wrong, and then he looked very pissed off. Yeah.
Exactly. And you elected this guy president. You, Chris Bass. You.
Oh no, not me. No, don't single me out, sir. No, I did not. I did not vote for Orange.
I saw you in the booth.
No, well, you saw me in the booth, but I didn't vote for him. I did not vote for runaway Oompa Loompas. I don't do things like that.
What's up, Laura Rice, Val Young, Donald Grammer, and others that have joined us already? Thank you.
Congratulations to Val Young. She made the announcement she's going to do a reality show.
Yeah, did you hear that last
Congratulations.
night?
Yeah, I caught that. I caught her. I caught when she was on her way to the studios, and then I was watching a little bit of Honey's Closet last night.
Right.
And she made the announcement. Congratulations to you, Honey. Not too shabby.
Yeah, that's great. I think I'm going to have to step in and represent her as her manager on that deal because, they make a lot of promises in those deals, and a lot of times people get screwed around. So I got you, horny.
Tattooed. Yeah, do the damn thing. That's beautiful.
That's right.
Man.
That's right. I got your back, girl. Kevin Gardner is tuning in. Thank you for checking out the show today. By the way, guys, if you guys want to participate in the show, there's the phone number right on the screen. If you're watching us, 424-227-9461. It's right there. You can call in and be a part of the show.
Yeah, anybody call in but Laura.
You doing a call ban?
Yeah, on her. Yeah. I mean, I don't like Spy Boy, but I'll take him over Laura Rice any day.
Oh damn, Lord.
Yeah, that's an old damn. That's a just damn old damn moment.
No. That is a right hook to the eye, an uppercut, and a kick in the butt.
Oh, I like that.
A right hook, uppercut, and a kick in the butt.
I like that, dog.
Yeah, you like that one? Huh? I figured.
Yeah, I like that one. That's all right there.
That was like, whew. Damn, Laura. I don't know. I had a little hope for you guys at one point, but I don't know.
Ain't no hope. No, she's like I said before. She can't help her environment and how she was raised. I understand that, so I have to approach it differently.
Wait a minute. Now you're attacking her family?
No, not family. I told you. I met her family, and I met her brother in particular. They all talk crap. All of them do. So I was like, okay, you cannot, when you were born in an environment, that's the environment you were born in. And I get it now. I completely understand it.
So there's justification for her behavior is what
you're
saying.
No. Hell no. No. What I'm saying is I get the foundation. So, yeah. Right.
Okay. All right.
I get the foundation where she was born at, but no. No, ban her, man.
She's showing the mad face on the.
Oh, well, she should absolutely.
No. She is pissed. Oh,
great. That's great. that's all right there. But when she calls up, ban her number, and then everybody else. Cause we want other people to call in too, some new voices maybe. So don't have her. Don't have her. Call.
She says foundation this Chris Bass.
Well, look, she only is responding because she knows I'm telling the truth. I deal in truth. I'm a truth seeker. She knows that, so she knows what it is.
See, I try to bring a little happiness to the show, a little buffoonery here and there.
Dude, you've done your bit. You've done your part.
I don't know.
So you have to.
I feel like a failure.
No! Don't feel like that. No!
I had to give up my Cupid membership and turn in my bow and arrow and.
Yeah, you did.
There's no more hearts in my life, so.
Right.
I don't know, man.
You got a call coming in?
All right, let's bring him in.
All right, if it's her banner, look at the call because we can't handle it today. The caller ID, right? I know her number. You should know it too. Don't have her on this program. Not today.
Bring it up. Oh, no, Rob. Are they still on there?
Oh, Val said she's trying to call in. Hey, Val, call back.
Yeah, call back. I'm sorry, we weren't paying attention to the phone.
Yeah, well.
Let me say good morning to Michael Clayton and Lisa London in the house like a child on punishment. On
hey,
lockdown.
Lisa.
Yeah. No, it's not. No, there's no ringing yet. No, I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yep. And that one. Nope, the other one. Yep, there you go. Now bring her up. Hello, good morning. Who's that?
Hi, it's Honey. How are you guys doing?
We're doing all right.
Hi, honey.
Hey, sweetheart. How you doing? Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much for the shout out and the support. Mr. Lee.
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to have to, I'm going to need you.
Yeah, I'm going to have to
I'm going to need you to step in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have him call me.
Definitely. I will.
Call my guy. He'll take care of this.
Yes,
we got to
definitely.
negotiate the right
so
deal.
Funny. I know. That's the scary part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. You got to go in right. You can't, be half-stepping and getting taken advantage of. And I'm not saying that they're bad people, but there's just certain protocols and policies and procedures that need to be in place for their protection as well as yours.
Correct.
Yep.
I'm supposed to talk with them later on today and then set up a meeting for next week. So once I do,
cool.
I will definitely let you know.
Yeah. There you go.
But I just wanted to call in. You guys are so funny. You guys crack me up every morning. I'm sitting here with my coffee enjoying the show.
Oh, cool. Well, thank you. And then share it out to your friends. And as well, we will do the same for you and do a little cross promotion and pump up the Honey's Closet. It airs live every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Pacific time. And then it's replayed through the weekend. And so you can't miss it. Same time.
Can't miss it.
That's right.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Hey, Izzy.
Hi,
You're doing a good job.
Thank you. Likewise. I had so much fun.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. I just wanted to call in and thank you guys for all the support and love.
Have a great day.
And remember, you ain't got a thing if you ain't got that swing. Bop shua, bop shua, bop shua.
All right. You guys have a good show. Bye,
right.
Chris.
All right. Thanks a lot, sweetheart. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There you
All
go.
right.
I'm very happy for her. She was very
Yeah.
genuinely excited. And,
Oh,
and
yeah.
That's all right there.
Yep. Now, Honey's a very nice person. She's got a crazy show. You know, it's like two ladies, you know, having a conversation and talking about stuff that some people talk about, some people don't. But it's very engaging and compelling conversation. They bring up questions about relationships, and they have like a mailbag. People called in not called in, but email her questions, and they answer those questions right on the show. So it's a very cool show. I like it. I enjoy it.
All right. Yeah, I do too. I got a chance to check it out a couple of times.
They dragged me in there and
yes, they do.
try
Yeah,
to
I caught
get
that.
the old man perspective on things. So
See there.
I participate at times as well.
Well, it's fun.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
Yeah. So getting back to you and Laura. So what is this feud?
No. It's not a feud, and it's nothing like getting back to us. I just have to reiterate to people that when you're dealing with a person
Yeah.
who constantly likes to talk shit, there is a time where you stop talking shit or start. And if you're a person that does it 24 hours, something may be wrong with you somewhere. That's all I'm saying. Even people take naps or rest themselves sometimes, but this person, oh my God. I mean, it's constantly crap talking. And I'm like, okay, it's like, the nickname I have for her now is an old Houdini song called, rap, what's it called? It was talking about, Mouth Almighty.
Mouth Almighty.
That's her.
All mouth and no action.
It's like, mouth almighty. That's, she just keeps on talking. And there's a point where shut up, but you can't do it.
At least you got her laughing now. She's showing a big funny face now. So at least
she is?
You've gone from mad to happy. See?
Oh, well, please. I mean, talk about people getting mad at me, got to get in line. That's a long line. Take a number.
Take a number, please. And stand in line
Please
and
pick up
please
the
be
phone.
patient.
She says, please pick up the phone. No, we will not. But Izzy, do me a favor. Do not pick up the phone. I will give you her number to make sure she is blocked and banned for today. Now, she behaves herself. She may call in, next week.
She's on the line now.
Oh, that's not right.
Hey, Chris Face. How are you?
Let's get started. I know you operate. Just go on, get started. Don't even say hello to me. Let's hear it. I want everybody. Here's the thing. Before she starts in,
Wait, before you guys get at it,
okay,
let me
sure.
just say I'm going to sit back and pretend I just had some really good sex, and I'm going to sit back and drink some coffee and smoke a cigarette. So y'all go ahead.
I want to pretend like you. That's what I want. Let's tell you what you two talk, and I'll pretend what you just pretended talking about. I just had good sex. I'll take that now.
I think she hung up on us.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she hung up.
Oh, great. See, that's a good deterrent, man. See, you talking about good sex, and she ran away. Man, good for you, dog.
Come on back in the house here, Laura. Come on. It's okay. We're just
you scared her off.
We're just funning. Just acting the fool.
You scared her off. Good for you, man.
No, it's hump day. No, she's back now. Go ahead. Bring it back up. Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Oh, that's too funny. Hello?
Is she there?
I'm back.
Okay, before you start, I want everybody to listen to this erratic behavior that she's about to unleash. Okay, all right. Go ahead, Dirty Rice. You have the floor. Go ahead.
Dirty Rice.
You
I
all
like that.
started talking about, well, never mind. I won't even go there. Because I knew when the conversation was about good sex, Chris, I knew you had nothing to offer. So I hung up.
See, erratic behavior. Keep on going. Prove my point. Go right there.
Oh, God, that was like a spear in the heart, man. Come on.
No, it's all right. No, keep. I want everybody to display how she's sick. Please prove my point. Continue on talking. Go ahead.
I have nothing but love for you, Chris. Nothing to say but positivity. sending positivity and love to you and to Lee.
No,
Because
leave
I
me
know
out
you
of it.
guys-
No, this is between you and Chris. I'll just
No,
spread
no,
the
no,
love.
no.
Share the
You-
love between the two of you. Leave me out of it. I'm having a
No.
cigarette and drinking coffee.
Because you always start up the mess, Lee.
Me?
You are the
No, not
foundation
me.
of this
Not
mess.
me. No. You got the
Absolutely,
wrong guy.
you are. Absolutely, you
No,
are.
no, I don't do that.
You keep mess going.
No, I don't. I'm just a listener. I'm listening to the conversation. You carry on.
Yeah, there's really nothing to listen to. We're done. We're done. I promise
Yeah,
not to
she's
call
right.
back.
Yeah, she's right.
Oh, you're gonna call back.
Oh, am I?
Oh yeah, you will call back. I will say
No,
something
don't do that.
to make you call back.
Okay,
but-
when she
see,
calls
we-
back, just have her cuss you out and leave me out.
Listen, we've taken you through the emotional roller coaster. First you were mad. Now you gave me happy faces. So see, it's not all bad, right?
That was for Honey. I was congratulating Honey.
Oh,
I'm happy for Honey.
oh,
Congratulations, Val.
oh.
Yeah,
oh.
good
I
stuff.
see.
But these
I
other two
misread
jokers,
that.
I have
then. I'm
nothing for
sorry.
them.
No,
Nothing for them. Yeah,
it's like that, huh?
it's like that. But Crispy Fur,
And that's the way
it's
it
been
is.
real.
Christopher.
I'll catch you
See,
all
that's
on the flip side.
That's like when someone calls you Christopher. That's like that's like mom talking to you now. Christopher, get in here
I didn't hear
now.
that. Who said that?
Laura just called you Christopher.
She did?
Yeah.
I
I said
didn't hear that part.
Crispy Fur.
Christopher.
Oh, no, see? Here's that
Crispy
nasty ass
Fur.
name she gave me. No, real. I mean, once again, this is the dumbest ass name. Everybody, no, this is stupid. It is
Why is it
disgusting
stupid?
because it sounds like a nasty women's disease. Crispy fur.
Crispy fur.
That's disgusting.
Well,
It really is. I don't give a damn what she says about, well, the only reason why a woman will get the disease because of you. I don't want to hear that. Let's go back to the name itself. It's a disgusting ass name, and it doesn't make any sense.
Well, she calls me. What do you call me, Laura?
Liebert.
Leave.
Oh, shit. I'll take Liebert over crispy damn fur. It's a nasty women's disease.
How you figure that?
It sounds like I got to go to the doctor. Baby, I got this crispy fur downstairs. My fur's all crispy and shit. I mean, that's what it sounds like.
Oh, now that you've explained it that way, I guess you're right.
Thank
I
you,
never-
sir.
I didn't receive it that way initially.
Consider
But now
the
that's how it's
company he
received.
keeps.
It's disgusting.
Oh,
He keeps that kind of company. Oh, thank you.
See what I mean? See, it's all these untruths.
Laura,
You're
are you at
on-
work
you're-
today?
Say that again.
Are you at work today?
I am.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm sitting right next to Chandler. She's
Taylor?
sitting right next to me.
Yeah?
Chandler.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, okay.
Unfortunately, she knows more about my life than she should because of the two of you.
Well, is she listening also?
What life are you
She
referring
was,
to?
but I
She was.
had to turn the show down
Yeah, good. Okay.
Okay.
in order for it not to feed back.
Yeah, we
to
don't.
the-
We don't want to pollute your entire office there either. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Good. Yeah, she's young and
okay.
impressionable. So
Oh, okay.
That means you're
You know
old,
what?
right? If you called her young.
no,
Okay, just
I'm
checking.
not impressionable. Put it that way.
Oh, okay, I'll just check it.
Oh Lord have mercy. Hey, Jackie. Jackie Hasserig in the house.
Hey,
Yep.
Jackie Hasselrig, yeah, great woman. Got a chance to meet her years ago back at
Oh, yeah.
WGCI.
That's right. She was like the hall warden. She kept us all in line.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Jackie says, "No, Mr. Michaels, no, you can't do that." It's okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend anyone. She kept me in line.
What she?
She needs to co-host
Made
the
your
show.
voice change?
Yeah, hell yeah. Jackie didn't play, okay?
No, she didn't.
No, man. No, Jackie had her way with everybody in the building, including the leprechaun.
Oh, Marv Dyson?
Yeah. Yeah, she
Oh,
kept
okay.
Marv in check, too.
That would have been a sight to see.
Yeah. Jackie ruled, okay? Yep. And anytime
All right.
anytime I had any problems, like, Jackie, can you handle this, please?
Oh, okay. She was the fixer.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. No, she had full control, and I had no problems with it. It's okay, Jackie. No problem. Mm-hmm. Yep. No, she's a wonderful person. I'm just
Yes, she
giving her
is.
a hard time. Yeah. Miss you, Jackie. I hope all is well with you. Thank you for joining in, and you can call in because she's got pipes as well. She's done
Oh,
radio.
absolutely. I believe she did. I think Jack didn't she do the gospel show?
She sure did. A very
Yes,
good
I
one.
remember that now. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, I really have had the opportunity to work with a lot of great talent, coast to coast. Chicago is like one of my staple cities that I worked in.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many great people that have come out of that Chicago market that have gone on to other places or just stayed there in Chicago for many, many years. Now, did you guys hear that Tom Joyner has announced his retirement?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I had forgotten to mention it. Has there been someone that he's going to pass the baton to?
I haven't
Has
heard
that
anything.
part of announcement?
Now, what about you, Lori? You ever heard anything about that?
I did hear about his retirement. But my question for you, Lee, is what does that look like for radio, the urban radio landscape?
Well, it brings about a very interesting situation. When he walks away from the microphone, the big question is the 100-plus affiliates that carry his show on a daily basis, what will they do? That's, I think, would be the first thing to be concerned about. Mm-hmm. Will they opt to keep the show that the network will present? And I think that will be largely based on who that individual is. I mean, it's like there's no Tom Joyner Jr., to pass the baton to. There have been older radio guys that have passed it on to their sons or daughters in the business, but that I don't think either one of his sons have the interest in being on the air, killer and thriller, as he called them on the air. And so who will that be? Now, let's look at the composition of the members on the show now. Is there a person that can take the lead in the show? You got Strawberry, who's very, very, very good. Could she take the lead role?
Wait a minute, isn't she on
She's on Steve Harvey's program.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
Steve
right.
Yes, Sybil Wilkes.
Yes, Sybil.
Yeah.
Can Sybil take control and be the lead? Who else is on that show now? See, I'm out here in California and I don't hear his show on any of the local stations, so I've kind of
See, I haven't listened to it in a while. I just know from the industry. I know that J. Anthony Brown left to go to work with Steve.
Right. So,
as far as I know, it's still Tom and Sybil.
So, who's there?
They have rotating comedians throughout the week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then, when he's on vacation, they bring in another guy. What's his name?
Not familiar. I know you're talking about. It's been a while since I've heard.
Yeah. So that is the $64,000 question. What will the affiliates do? Will they opt to take whatever the network presents, or will they opt to create their own local show, or will they look for another syndicated morning show? Now, what else is out there in the world of syndication for urban radio? You got Ricky Smiley, which is not an urban AC show, meaning going to adults is more young skewing. Who else is doing a morning show? Russ Parr. Russ is old enough to do an urban AC show, but his pull right now is that 18 to 34 crowd. Skip Murphy, yeah, that's the other guy that fills in for Tom. And Skip's a good guy, good jock, possibly can handle it, but again, it goes back to what will the affiliates say? Will they say, okay, yeah, we can roll with Skip? Or will they say, not so much? See, that's the big unknown. And you know what? This is a turning point in adult urban radio. what will the radio stations do? And unless now called Urban One, formerly Radio One, formerly All Mike, which bought the controlling interest of Reach Media, which was Tom Joyner's show. What kind of research are they doing with the current affiliates when the day comes that Tom will no longer be on the microphone? See, that's the intelligence I don't have access to, but what's going to happen? What are the affiliates going to say? Yeah, okay, well, give me whatever you got. We'll continue to take the show or a show from you. I would bet at least a third of the radio stations will opt to go local. And I don't think it's a bad idea, quite frankly.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Because what does that do? Let's say Tom has 100 stations. So let's say it's 30, 35 stations that opt not to continue to take a syndicated show. What that means is there will be at least 30 people employed that are no longer, or that maybe are not employed now, or at least have a chance to do a morning show somewhere in a radio station somewhere in America. So it will potentially bring some qualified people off the beach that are sitting around trying to get jobs. It may open up an opportunity for those to get back in the radio. Or a person that's in another day part that gets bumped up to the morning shift, which now they got to replace the afternoon person or the midday person or night person or whatever. So the ripple effect from that could be very good for jobs. And I'm down for jobs. And there's nothing to say bad about Tom. Tom is a great professional. He's had a wonderful run. He's made a ton of money. He's donated millions and millions of dollars to the black colleges. He's done a lot of great things nationwide for the community. So I have nothing negative to say about Tom. Not one thing, except he never beat me in the ratings. So, but that's another story.
I would hang on to that too, dog. I ain't mad at you.
Yeah. We did battle in Chicago. He was on JPC and I was on BMX, and it was funny. I think I've told a story before. My sister B,
Yeah.
Miss B, she gave me the hardest time of the biggest punch in the nose from any sibling that you could ever get. She said, "Well, I don't know what you're talking about." She said, "Tom Joyner's in Jet Magazine, and you're not." Now, she was living in Virginia, and I'm in Chicago, and she's going to tell me that I'm not half as good as Tom Joyner because he's in Jet Magazine. I said, damn. What kind of sense does this make? She said, well, nobody in the country knows who you are, but they know who Tom Joyner is. I said, B, I'm your brother. You're supposed to be on my team.
Right.
No, but it's all good. I love Tom. I have nothing but respect and high regard for him. And I wish him well as he moves forward in life and go into microphone retirement. But I don't think he'll sit back and be quiet. I think Tom's just got it in his blood. He's like me. You can't stop completely.
He's a true radio guy.
Yeah, it's in his blood, in his DNA. But maybe he'll take some time off and, put his feet up and relax and, have some fun. Not have to worry about getting up at the crazy hours of the morning to come in and entertain the world. So I hope you do that, Tom. Take some time off and just chill. And then whatever you're going to do moving forward, it's not like you're 99 years old. I think Tom is maybe a year or so older than me. So he's still got some funk in the closet there. So rock and roll, lose control. So yeah, that's the Tom Joyner story. One of the few that are left that are doing some type of creative radio. Steve is doing his thing. Tom. Doug is no longer with us. Herb Kent has gone bye-bye. Those are real radio people.
It's funny you mentioned about Doug because I was thinking, if he was still with us, he would have been a perfect replacement.
I think that was kind of,
The plan?
yeah. At least it had been talked about quite a few times.
Okay.
And I think it would have been a natural, passing of the baton.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is out there? I mean, that has some national exposure. See, now, here's what I think will probably happen. A third of the radio stations will opt to go local. Maybe another 20 will pick up Steve Harvey, 25 maybe. And then the rest might be left with the network, maybe. But the key to all of this, to block Steve Harvey from growing, from the absence of the Tom Joyner Morning Show, and you just got to come up with a strong morning show to keep that syndication going. I would look at a guy like Rick Party. That would be my first pick.
Mm-hmm.
Rick's a radio guy. I think he can do mornings. He's of age to move away from the hip hop and go into the urban AC arena and extend his life in radio another 15 years. But I would look at a guy like Rick Party. Maybe Russ Parr, but Russ is getting up in the years too. Nothing negative about that, but Russ Parr is a radio guy. He can do it. So who else is out there? I don't know.
No, that's a good question. I will go along with the Rick Party on the short list, immediately. Once again, I think he's what you said before about moving from one format to another with the adult and urban AC, and then getting that audience for extension of life, like you said, it fits. I think in the perfect world that would happen. And then, like you said before, the breakdown of percentages of the stations who are going to go local or go national and pick up a Steve Harvey or whoever.
Yeah.
But I'd be more interested as well just to see individual stations go back local again, because especially in the temperature of our nation right now, I think that it would serve the city and community much better to have a localized show that can address those local issues and also address the national temperature. But I think what you said, that strong morning show that goes back to basic programming, if you're a programmer, to build and have anchor off your programming day. I think it'd be a challenge, but it's a welcome challenge.
Well, let's get a female perspective. Laura, what do you think? You still there? And she fall asleep. I bet she put us on hold and took another call.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would probably go along with sleep first.
She's taking that nap right about now.
Yeah, let's see. It's about that time. You know how old folks are.
Yeah. You said that. I had nothing to do with that. I didn't even drag you into that. I'm not taking any.
Hey, I don't back down from nothing.
You got to remember,
she's
she's there in Chicago. She knows where you live.
Exactly. I know where she lives.
Oh,
not a big deal.
When was the last time you were over there?
For her, was it housewarming thing?
Oh, was
That's
it warm
when I met
up
her
in there?
family. Well. What spirit of this conversation is you talking about?
I don't know. It was just
no
top of mind. It was just first thing that
I
came
know.
out.
Yeah, sure, right. I know how your mind works, dog. No, like I said before, it was family and friends for a little home, get together thing. And she had just moved in. In fact, she lives right around the corner from my sister.
Okay.
In Hyde Park, so
gotcha.
Just right there. Yeah, so we
that
went
was convenient.
There. It was very nice.
Yeah, cool. That's nice. Yeah. I'm glad you were.
But I ain't going back there no more. Yeah, I don't want to go back there no more.
Oh, shut up. You are too.
Yeah. No, watch.
She make that call, you're going to be running over there.
Make what call?
Chris P.
Ain't no call. See, that's a nasty ass name.
Come on over, Big Daddy.
For one thing, you cannot use crispy fur to allow somebody to come over to your house. That's disgusting.
Well, maybe she'll change that name when she makes that call.
Ain't gonna
She might have another little love handle on it.
No. No, hell nope.
No, you never know. Don't give up hope. Don't
I
give
didn't
up
give.
hope.
I wasn't nothing to give up. You say jeebity weebity.
Yeah. Well, like I said, my Cupid days are over. I am no longer trying to put you guys together. I have turned in my bow and arrow.
You didn't have to stop
and
because of
the little
that.
skimpy outfit they had me floating around in, and so I'm done.
Well, that was the reason why you quit. You start getting the chills.
Yeah, right. It's getting cold in here.
Right. Walking around with that damn diaper on, that's pretty cold. Man.
Yeah, that's right. And I was looking pretty stupid, too. I got skinny legs, so that doesn't work real well.
Well, that's all right. You couldn't pull it off.
Yep. Nope, couldn't do it.
I understand.
Yep.
Well, whenever she returned, maybe she could give her a point of view. Maybe she had to actually go do some work.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
That's probably got caught.
There was something I wanted to talk about. Let me find it. It was a video I wanted to talk about that someone had sent me.
Well, let me bring this up. We mentioned about the passing of Robert Guillaume.
Mm-hmm.
And it dawned on me how important his role was as Benson. Let me explain why. So for those of you out there old enough to know, back in the day in the I want to say around the 80s, late 70s, 80s, a show called Soap used to come on ABC. And Robert Guillaume played the butler Benson.
Mm-hmm.
And then he spun off into his own show, Benson. Now, the character was always like no nonsense. He didn't take anything, gruff from anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And between that time, you got to figure it was him and Marla Gibbs on The Jeffersons playing Flora.
Right.
Florence. Those are, even though they were in-your-face characters, it wasn't like a step and fetch character.
Right. No,
it was the exact opposite. Right.
Exactly.
It was in your
a little
face.
More upscale.
Right.
Yeah.
Had edge, and it worked. And in his situation with Benson, it spun off into his own show to the point where he evolved and became the governor of the state that he was working at.
Right.
And so to see that evolvement, and plus, once again, it wasn't too many of us on television, as you know, and to see these characters were larger than life come through, it was very positive. So I've always appreciated with that. Now, my favorite role with him in it was Lean on Me. He played the school superintendent, and Morgan Freeman played Joe Clark. And if you check out, there's a scene where they both go back and forth. It's like two warriors yelling back and forth and everything else. It is.
Hello? Did it drop over here?
Hear those guys go back and forth.
Wait, back up about 10 seconds. You dropped out there temporarily. Must have been
okay.
Internet bloop.
Oh, okay. No, I was saying real quick was there's the scene in Lean on Me between Robert Guillaume and Morgan Freeman playing Joe Clark.
Right.
And they were good friends, and they were going back and forth about the school system and what Joe Clark was doing, and he was making a mess of everything. And to see the dialogue and watch them execute it it was just a great argument scene. And once again, in the movie, it's sort of like they're best of friends. So sometimes when you're the best of friends, you could go back and forth like that, especially in this situation dealing with education in Patterson, New Jersey. And it was just the fact that to hear Robert Guillaume in that light and to see him in that light, it was just electric. So between those two roles, I'm going to miss him. And for my children, of course, he played the voice of Rafiki in the Lion King.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yes,
I didn't realize he was the voice. Oh, okay. See, another one of those things behind the scenes. If you're not a real geek at this stuff, you wouldn't know,
Right.
And I'll tell you, I'm a little anemic in keeping up with the performers in the film world, movies and television. I'm just a music holic. And so I know a lot about music and all that, and less about. If you say, okay, do you remember TV show XYZ and Good Times? Okay, I know all of those characters, but I may not know their real names because I wasn't interested. I didn't care. It wasn't important to me.
Right.
And I think there are probably a lot of people like me that They say, oh, yeah, well, I didn't know his real name. Wow, he died? Wow.
Oh yeah.
That kind of thing, you know?
Oh yeah.
But there are people like you that know all that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay, clear it up. Man. Clean it up, dog.
Because you stay up late at night reading all those tabloids and stuff. You know?
No, not me. No, I'm not one of those. Now, before the internet, I've always loved backstories
Uh-huh.
and what made people tick and things
yeah.
like that. Okay, I'll give you a perfect example. Going back to old 70s shows on ABC.
Right.
Remember the Charlie's Angels?
Yes.
Okay, so the Charlie's Angels, you had the original three. I know you remember. It was, what was it? Jacqueline, I forgot her name. Farrah Fawcett.
Yep.
And Kate Jackson.
Kate Jackson, Jacqueline, what was her name? Smith.
Was it Smith?
See?
Thank
there
you.
Go.
Right.
See?
Right.
Another
Farrah
one of those
Fawcett.
TV movie nerds over here.
Right. Well,
Isabel.
There you go. Right. Thank you, Isabel.
Sure.
The Kate Jackson role was originally written for Meryl Streep.
Oh, really?
Meryl Streep got the role, and then they decided to change, and it went with Kate Jackson. But originally, Meryl Streep was supposed to be part of Charlie's Angels.
Well, I think Kate is a perfect fit. I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Meryl Streep. I mean, she's cool and all of that. She's a good actress.
Isn't she also blonde?
Yeah.
Well, they would have had two blondes. Then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they needed a brunette in there. Yeah.
Another brunette. Yeah, they have two brunettes and a Farrah.
Yeah, and I think Kate Jackson is probably a little more sexy. I think, but that's just
Yeah, I go along with that. I don't think of, when I think of sexy, I don't really think of Meryl Streep. No offense.
No,
She's a great actress.
Right. She's cool, you know.
Yeah.
She's a 10 p.m.er.
Oh, what's a 10 p.m.er?
Call her at 10. Kate's a 6:35. Isabel shaking her head. This fool.
Call her at 10 p.m.
Yeah, 10. She's a 10 p.m. pickup. Yeah.
And Kate Jackson is 6:35.
Yeah, 6:35.
So,
You got to get in early.
yeah, you do.
Yeah. You know, so there's some, those 3 a.m.ers. Ooh.
Yes. Well, the booty calls?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's all right there.
No, see, I turn my phone off at 11. I'm not calling nobody. I don't want nobody to call me.
That's right.
Yeah. You know, actually, last night when I left here, it was, 11:30, Isabel? Almost 12?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And so I turned in, and normally I keep my phone volume turned off while I'm here in the studio producing the shows and whatever, because you don't want the phone to ring in the middle of a show, right?
Right.
And I did not turn it on until must have been around 8 or 8:30 this morning. So all of those telemarketing jackasses from the East Coast, they didn't wake me up at 6 o'clock this morning. So I think that's going to be a standard turnoff for me. And I think there's a feature in your phone where you can turn it to silent time or something, do not disturb, and you can set a time range. So I'm going to go like midnight to 8 a.m. And I'm not going to receive any phone calls. Speaking of phone calls, there's somebody else calling on the other line.
All right.
So let's hang up on Laura. She ain't coming back. Oop.
There you go.
Are you there,
That's
Laura?
how you do
Yeah,
that.
I'm here.
Oh, see, you were just sitting there
Oh,
silent.
what happened?
You know what? I had to put the button on mute because my assistant was doing something in the office. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got somebody on the dirty line. Who's calling?
Bad boy.
Oh, Lord. All right. I tell you what, Laura, did you want to comment on anything that we said?
No, not really. I'll hang up.
Yeah, Spy Boy, call back. Wait about a minute and call back. All right? Okay. Goodbye.
Oh, Spy Boy just called.
Yeah, you got bumped for Spy Boy.
Oh man, I would love to go toe to toe with him.
Oh,
but
really?
I'll listen. No, that's okay. That's
Okay.
okay. I'm no alpha. Talk to you later.
You don't have your equipment there set up in the office, right?
No, I don't.
Oh, damn.
No.
No, keep
Yeah, I'll
going.
talk
I
to you
want to
guys,
hear her
though.
exchange with Spy Boy.
Well, the only thing about it, I gotta change out some modules on the board.
Oh,
I'm gonna do
okay.
that today. So come Monday.
Okay, cool.
No, tomorrow we'll have 2 clean lines. I promise.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Okay, I'll be listening.
10-4, over and out.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah. All right. So Spy Boy, call back in, and so we can bring you up. And don't come with that nonsense today.
You could deal with Spy Boy. I can't deal with that. He's not real.
Is Alpha on the line up there? I don't think he is.
No,
Alpha is taking the day off. All right.
No.
So I'm going to play something here, and I hope it'll work. I'm going to hold it up to the camera. Can you see that on the screen?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Let's try this. Wait a minute. Where's the volume?
My question to you
Okay.
is,
Okay.
Trump,
Well,
you told the widow.
here we go. Take it from the beginning.
Trump, you told the widow of a soldier that died fighting for this country that he knew what he signed up for. My question to you is, do you know what you signed up for? I mean, instead of running around here trying to demonize NFL players, you could be out here doing something for Puerto Rico. Because unfortunately, Puerto Rico got problems the paper towels just ain't gonna clean up. Telling people that they disrespecting the flag. When did you start respecting the flag?
Watch as Melania nudges her husband, reminding him to put his hand over his heart during the Star-Spangled Banner.
Look at you up there showing all that respect to the national anthem. You care so much about our country and our flag that all your products are made overseas. They disrespecting the flag, huh? But you don't even know who all the flag represents.
And I met with the president of the Virgin Islands.
You are the president of the Virgin Islands, dumbass. Disrespectful, huh? You said John McCain wasn't a war hero because he was captured.
He's not a war hero. He's a war hero. He's a war hero. 5.5 years. He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you.
But you can teach us all about disrespect, right?
To say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired.
You do realize that you're calling somebody's mother a bitch, right? Either that or they daddy. Either way, you calling somebody a bitch. See that same national anthem that you say that we're disrespecting? That national anthem is disrespectful to us. Let's not ignore the part of the national anthem that says, no refuge can save the hireling and slave from terror of flight or the gloom of the grave. And the Star-Spangled Banner doth wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. See, the national anthem was written by a fella by the name of Francis Scott Key, a known racist and slave owner. So again, I ask, Mr. President, when you say, let's make America great again, what period of time were you talking about? And who are you talking to? You can only be talking to one specific group of people because it was never great for the rest of us.
Wow. Is that plain and clear and straight to the point?
I like that. That's nice.
Who is that guy? Do you know?
We have a call coming through.
Okay, let's bring it up. That's probably Spy Boy. Spy Boy?
Yes, sir.
Did you happen to hear that video that I just played?
No, I didn't.
That's too bad because I really wanted you to comment on that.
It wasn't any good anyway.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Oh, come on, Chris. Give me some credit now.
Credit? We need to check your credit. All right, I tell you what I'm going to do. For the purpose of Spy Boy, I'm going to play it again. All right, we're going to play it again. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
All right, why is it buffering on me here? Hold on. Okay. See, Spy Boy, when you come along, things don't work right. It's your fault.
Of course.
Yeah. Damn, what is this?
I'm Charlie Brown like that.
Yeah. You bring in the bovine.
Yeah, bad juju.
Why is it doing that? It's just spinning.
'Cause it's not good.
Oh.
What is it about?
Well, it's a guy who created a video, and he's basically pointing out the crazy stuff that your president is doing, and showing where there's very little credibility in what he's doing. Something went wrong. Please try again. No shit, Sherlock. I love those messages. Something went wrong. Please try again.
So the economy's not doing well?
No. Just hold on. Just take it easy. Sit back and relax. I'm going to try to get this thing going. And for some reason, it won't play again.
What about a stupid video by CNN? Commercial?
Say what?
Have you seen the commercial on CNN about the apple and the banana?
No, I have not.
Oh.
Tell us about it.
They show an apple on the screen, and they say that some people will tell you that this is a banana. and they'll lie to you and tell you constantly until you believe it's a banana.
True.
It's an apple. You seen it, Chris, huh?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's relatively stupid.
It's relatively stupid, but is it true?
Yes. No, it's not true.
You don't think that people use words to convince you that something is true and it isn't?
Well, yeah, of course they do. They tell us that a man is a woman and a woman is a man.
Okay. Do you think that everything that Donald Trump has said is true?
No, I don't.
Okay. At least we can get you to agree on one thing. What do you think? What has he said that you think was just a lie?
What he said? Well, he said he called these troops, the family of these guys who died.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he did.
You don't think he did what? You don't think he
called them? I don't think he called everybody in a timely fashion.
Oh, well, I think you're probably right. Now, are you speaking to the 4 that recently died?
Yes.
Do you think so you don't think he called all of them?
Not in a timely fashion, no.
Okay. And what about the situation in Puerto Rico? Do you think he's doing a great job there?
Yes, I think the U.S. government has held up in the bargain. There were containers sitting in a port. They're waiting to be delivered to the people. There are issues in Puerto Rico that they're unique, and I think that the local issues, basically nothing that the federal government has any blame to be passed on.
Well, it's maybe not about blame, but as much as great as we are with all of the technological advancements and capabilities that we have as a country in our military and other civilian resources, is just, to me, it seems like it's taking much too long for us to get to people in some of these remote areas. When you can put up a helicopter, fill it up with supplies, and drop it in remote areas, and do that repeatedly all day long, it seems to me not enough of that is being done. Another thing that could be done, there's a communication problem there on the island of Puerto Rico. You can provide satellite phones to 5,000 people in different parts of that country for communication, so they can say, hey, we need water. Hey, we need medical supplies. Hey, we need generators. We need gasoline. We need oil. We need baby food in this area. That's not being done. Why can't they set troops in various locations throughout that island that can bring in communication the way we do in war? When we go to these different foreign countries, we don't rely on local communication. We bring our own. I'm not hearing that is being done. I'm hearing that people are burying their family members in the backyard because the people that are dying are decomposing.
I think a lot of that is local. It has nothing to do with the federal government.
Well, but wait a minute. You're right. It is a local issue. But if we're going to go in to help people, let's use all of our resources to the best of our ability. And that seems to be lacking. It's not happening. That's my point. And we have the capabilities.
Yeah, but there are legal issues too. You just can't run roughshod in there and do stuff willy-nilly. There has to be a process.
Who's going to sue you? What legal issues are you referring to? You're providing aid?
There's state sovereignty issues.
Okay. Well, the wonderful governor there, who happens to be a Republican, says your president is doing a great job. The people that are affected in that country on the island of Puerto Rico are saying, no, that's not necessarily true. Now, who are we going to believe?
I believe the federal government.
You believe the federal government. You think that
Yeah, I
we're
don't
doing
be- I
all that
don't-
we can do to help the people in Puerto Rico.
There's so much corruption down there.
Well,
So it ain't funny.
But that has nothing to do with people dying and need food and water and having to drink water from rivers and streams.
Everything to do.
No, it
It has
doesn't.
everything to do with it.
No.
Yes, it does.
You bypass corruption when you put troops on the ground, helicopters in the air, trucks on the road, and take the equipment to places that are in need. What does that have to do with local criminals? Nothing. They're not running it. The
Yes, they
Army,
are.
the Marines, the Navy.
Who say people in the government aren't the criminals?
Well, we know that
There's,
to be
there's,
true.
there's too much money. There's too much money down there for them to have problems that they're having.
Well, here's what I'm saying. I just hope that we are not playing politics and big business at the hands of people dying, kids not being able to go to school, hospitals not having generator fuel and the capabilities to save lives. I'm saying to you, poppycock with all that crap. Let's get in there and fix it ASAP. There are 3-point-some million people there. And last time I heard, it was over 60,000 people have already left the island because of the conditions. And there are, I'm sure, millions of people there that would like to get out of there and cannot for a variety of reasons. Lack of resources, when your banks are not open, when the banks are only dealing in cash, the stores are dealing only in cash, people are gouging, selling a case of water for $40. Why? Survival.
Because of corruption.
Well, it is corrupt. But if you get in there and supply the necessary supplies, then the corruption goes away. You're controlling it.
No, it doesn't.
Corruption only exists when there's an opportunity to take the advantage of people.
And right now there's a big opportunity to take advantage of people.
Yeah, because the people are desperate. So if I need water for my baby, if I need milk for my baby, I'm going to pay whatever you say to get to those resources. That's how corruption exists. But if we flood that island with what they need, quick, fast, and in a rush, corruption will not exist.
Corruption.
When you put what is needed in the hands of the people that need it, they don't need to go to the criminals to buy goods.
And the stuff is sitting in the port right now, waiting to be distributed.
And why? Why at this point in time, over a month ago, this hurricane hit, and then supplies are still sitting at the harbor? Really?
Yeah, talk to the mayor of San Juan.
No. Ain't got nothing to do with the damn mayor. Don't go there with me. The mayor was telling the truth.
Everything to do with the mayor. It has everything to do with the mayor.
Okay, that's just San Juan. What about the people on the west side of the island that are out there in remote areas up in the mountains and the rainforest has been completely destroyed from the hurricane? The wind was so strong that the equipment that measures the miles per hour was destroyed at about 185 miles an hour. That wind was probably north of 200 miles an hour. That island is devastated. And it may take years for everything to come back. In the meantime, people are in need of medical assistance, food, water, the basic essentials of life. And the same
and
thing.
All of that stuff could have been handled by a lot of the money that they have from tourist dollars. But they choose to isolate the money amongst a few people.
No, Spy Boy. It's not like that. Come on, the banks are shut down.
Are you sure?
They can't even get access to it.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. Absolutely. When your infrastructure is down, you can't function.
And why was infrastructure down when they have billions of dollars in tourist money coming to the island?
But those dollars are going into the private sector. It's not going into the local government pocket necessarily. Maybe some of the tax dollars. Yes, of course.
So it's going to the 1%.
Well, okay. That's the group that you love. I'm thinking about the people that are out there in the remote areas
I'm
and not
thinking
in
about the
San
people.
Juan.
I'm thinking about the people.
When 80% of the island is still without electric and water, that's what I'm talking about. You can talk about the other political stuff and the corruption and all of that stuff. I'm talking about people that are in need. And why they're
Those people
no,
have
no, no.
been those people have been needed for long before the
No,
storm.
no. They were not suffering. They had access to everything that they needed. Now,
No, they didn't.
But come on, Spy Boy. Puerto Rico
Here.
was a thriving island. Yeah. Did
It
they
was
need?
thriving my behind.
Well, listen, Spy Boy. Maybe they did need to improve the infrastructure. So does the United States of America. If you can go to every 50 states in this country, and you can find places that need infrastructure repair. Okay?
And you hear the same woe is me story when something happens.
Our previous administration wanted to push through an infrastructure bill, and our Congress didn't let it happen. Now they have complete control. What are they doing? Have they passed a significant infrastructure rebuild, replace? No, the only thing they want to talk about is repeal and replace Obamacare. Let me finish. We could be in the same situation that the island of Puerto Rico is in if we have 2 or 3 more hurricanes going through the right location to destroy some of our infrastructure. It's the same thing. Yes, Puerto Rico had some old telephone poles and all that stuff. Everything ought to probably be underground in most places in the world. All the wiring and cable and stuff. That way, when wind comes through, it doesn't blow it all down.
Yeah.
And it's easily repaired because it's not impacted by the wind. And those cables and tubes and stuff, they put the cables in, and the cable itself is waterproof. So you're less likely to have these kind of issues. In the city of Chicago, most of its underground piping and sewer system is outdated. It's 100 years old in some places. Some of those pipes and stuff are made out of clay, the old clay pipes. And some of it is cast iron. 100-year-old, 50-year-old, it's deteriorating. So it's the same thing here in the United States of America. There's no difference. It's being ignored. It looks beautiful on top, but under the ground, it's shambles. So it doesn't matter that the conditions of some of their infrastructure was not up to par prior to the 2 hurricanes hit this island. Not just one. It was back to back. So they were double down devastated. You can't deny that. These are the facts. And I
smell a rat.
Hold on. No. It's unhuman. It's not a human-like thing to have people sitting out there suffering for a long period of time, man.
Yeah.
That's all I'm talking about.
I smell a rat. These are not the first hurricanes to ever hit Puerto Rico.
It hasn't been a hurricane like this in 90 years that hit Puerto Rico.
I doubt that.
I'm telling you the facts.
Here, Spy Boy.
You talk to this clown for a while. I'm gonna go get some high octane coffee because I need something to keep me going on this clown.
Okay. Spy Boy, you have a mother, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you love your mother?
Yep.
And why do you love your mother?
Because she's my mom.
But what has she done for you over time? You know, being a mother
Gave me
to
birth,
her son.
she fed me, she clothed me,
Right.
she sheltered me,
Right.
all of that.
Okay, and that's what mothers usually do, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what if your mother was in Puerto Rico and needed your help and reached out to you? What would you do?
I would have flown her out of there faster than you could. Faster than you could say it.
Okay, and why would you have done that?
Because I love my mother.
Okay, my point is that there are times when we have to drop the titles of being a conservative or being a liberal or being whatever, and go first and foremost the human condition. I don't have to know your mother, but I have a mother, and I can relate to what you're talking about. And if your mother was over there and you said, hey, Bass, I need your help, regardless of our political ideology, I'm going to help you. Why? Because your mother needs help, and I get that. So my point is, I know it's a lot of red tape. I know there's a lot of crap that's going on, but there has to be a point where you know what right is right. And right is right is to help these people. Once again, Armando Rivera, who's also a radio person, radio professional, called into this show and talked about bodies being buried in people's backyards because nobody's helping them. And my point is, regardless if you don't know them, you should understand because it's a human condition. You don't have to love them. It would be nice if you did, but you don't have to. You have that right. But just the fact that you have a mother, and everybody has families, that alone should be the premise to help somebody else. The ones who want to. Now, the ones who don't want to, okay, that's fine. But still remains is the fact that what remains is people are suffering. Regardless of your ideology, regardless of your race, you should want to help somebody if you can do that. So once again, if your mother needs help and you reach out to me, I'm going to help you just on GP.
Well, Chris, that's a good story, but
it's a fact. It's not a story; it's a fact.
That's a story.
It's a fact.
There are problems with Puerto Rico that are not the president's fault, not the federal government's fault. It's Puerto Rico's fault.
No, it's not Puerto Rico's fault. Now, in this situation, it's not.
Why not?
Because if we're talking about helping people from a government standpoint, you should do whatever it takes to help. There's people out there with no food, no water, no way to communicate, and they're stuck, and they're dying.
And the government sent trailers worth of just containers of supplies down there before the storm even hit.
Maybe it wasn't enough. Maybe the smell of the rat you talked about, well, maybe that was a PR firm thing, and maybe they need more. And then the containers sat in the port because they didn't know what to do with them. So, for example, with the mayor of Puerto Rico, what she said, that was smelling a rat. That was a lie too. Yeah, I think she's playing politics. Okay, well, I don't think so. I think she's telling the truth. No, I think she's playing because politics. We're only giving one side. They're only giving the side that says, once again, going back to 45, hey, I did a great job. We're doing great over here. And here, take this. I'm going to right, exactly. And I'm throwing paper towels to show you my affection that I'm doing all right. And so my point once again is, let me reiterate to you what I said before. Not a story. I deal in fact. That's not a fact. You're dealing with a fact of people needing help. That's not a story. It's not a story. So let me get this straight. So if your mother was over there, would that be a story? My mother wouldn't be over there. See? No. Listen, no. Don't tell me that bullshit right now, man. Listen to me. What I'm saying to you is, if in this argument, in this situation, if your mother was over there, hypothetically, and you would you help her or not? Look, I would have helped my mother long before the storm had hit. Damn it, man! Listen to what I'm saying to you. If you, for the sake of argument, it could be your mother. I don't give a damn whose mother is. I'm trying to get to you. If your mother was over there and she needed your help, would you help her or not? And you said yes. And I'm asking you, going by your theory, is that fact or is that a story? Listen, that's hypothetical. It has nothing to do with reality. It's set up purposefully to argue a point, Chris. That's it. You set it up just to argue a point. Now, you haven't answered my question. Because there's no answer to the question. There is no answer to the question. So you wouldn't save your own mother? My mother wouldn't be there. No, you're missing the point, sir. I'm saying
that's one of those.
Well, deflecting. I know what he's doing. Dodging. Right? He's not really doing a good job of dodging. But I'm just saying, for the sake of this discussion, you wouldn't save your mother. No, for the sake of nothing. My God, that's ridiculous. You don't sound ridiculous?
So okay, long and short of it, Spy Boy, you believe that the aid that we have provided to the people in Puerto Rico is adequate.
It should have been sufficient. There were containers there were many containers. I don't know.
No. It doesn't matter how many containers were there then or now. My question is very.
Wait.
It's a yes or no.
But what you're saying is that it doesn't matter that they had stuff in position to be delivered to the people.
Oh, it does matter.
And they did.
It shouldn't have been sitting there very long. What I'm saying to you is this.
Why
the plan that was in play was inadequate. Okay? And here's why. If you have containers, those are metal containers. They can be picked up by helicopters and taken to any location they want to take them to, within range of these Black Hawks and other military-type gear that we had in place. And they're talking about, well, we don't have any truck drivers. Well, you're damn skippy you don't have any truck drivers to drive it. You know why? Because the truck drivers are there with their families, and they're in need. They can't just pick up and go, but the roads were closed at that point. So you have to say, okay, the roads are shut down, the trees and rubbish all over the place, they're not passable. The next thing is air or sea. Okay, chances are the ocean was still pretty rough. The wind is gone, helicopters in the air. You take the food and supplies to people in need. Plain and simple. That wasn't done. They say, okay, well, the Navy hospital ship is there in the harbor, and then only 8 or 10 people coming in a day. Why? Because they can't get to it.
So who's responsible then? Who ultimately hold responsible for that?
Well, there's a long list of responsibility to who should be doing what. The governor first. He's in charge of that island. Okay? Then you have the number of mayors or whatever around the island. But more importantly, none of that matters if they don't have the resources to function and do and tend to the necessary needs. So that's where our military comes into play. If we can go to a foreign country and set up battle stations and reconnaissance and do whatever we need to do and go in and kick ass, you use the same kind of plan in a time like this. You go in and
forget their sovereignty. That means nothing to you.
They're a part of the United States. It's our territory, man. We're not going in invading a country and trying to take over.
You do realize that the military is not allowed to do anything in the United States like that. There's laws against it.
I don't give a damn. We're talking human life.
And that just kind of sums it up. You don't give a damn.
No, I don't give a damn about
the law. That means nothing.
No, I don't know. When it comes to saving people, no, you do what you got to do. You go in and you get it done. Over and out. Period. End. That's what you do.
Right.
That's what you do.
Fine.
If your monkey ass is sitting out there in the brush, in the woods, and you can't get around, you don't have access to food and water, I'm coming to save you. Ain't no limits.
Now, what's wrong with that?
There are laws. We hear based on the law. The law says that the military can't go in, run roughshod through, and do what they want to do.
Well, when the governor of that country says to the president of the United States, we need help. Come help. Help. We need help. That overrides any and everything at that point. You go in with the help to save lives.
You got me off track here. I was calling to talk about the Hillary investigation and that stupid commercial on CNN.
Oh, okay. All right, we got you off track. Okay.
Got him off track.
Got me off track.
Yeah. Okay. What? Go ahead now, ladies and gentlemen. The Spy Boy Show.
I have to go. I can't stay. I have to go. I have an appointment.
Oh,
so
good for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Good for us. All right, Spy Boy.
It's good for you. It is good for you guys.
Yeah.
You don't have the honor to live to the bopine.
Yeah. Well, we enjoy having you come in so we can slap you around and hopefully one day you'll wake up and smell the coffee.
No, he won't. I mean, a Spy Boy is a good act. I mean, he's a good act. He's a very good story.
Yeah. I don't know.
And that story that you were trying to tell me wasn't a good act.
Hey,
Cock
you
and
know,
bull
I
story.
tried. Yeah, I tried, you know.
Mm.
But, you know, you don't want to help nobody. It's not a problem.
Well, you know.
I just wouldn't use excuses of sovereignty, which I don't think comes into play in this particular situation with Puerto Rico. I wouldn't use laws to prevent me from helping someone.
They do.
Who's going to sue me, or what am I going to be a criminal of if I'm bringing in supplies to save babies, women, children, and men?
When you're Donald Trump, anything is possible.
And with that,
Anything.
you go on, have a good day, and we'll talk to you another day.
Y'all take care, okay?
All right,
take care,
Spy
Spy
Boy.
Boy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That mofo will make you whistle.
Yeah, make you want to do a lot more, too. Yeah, he's a piece of work. I mean, I don't mind going back and forth with that dude sometimes, but sometimes, man, I'm like, okay, you know, I really think it's an act. You talked him off the air. That's the real deal? That's him?
I'm not certain.
Yeah, see.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
See, at one time I was saying, oh, well, you know, he has some medical issues and maybe it's affecting his thinking and his heart. But sometimes people just, that's who they are.
Oh, that's true. Well, you know, hey, his bread's not baked.
His elevator don't go all the way to the top floor.
I don't think he never made it.
No.
But he's entitled to that. I mean, hey, what can you say?
You know what? I like to debate with him.
I do too.
And maybe there's
it's very good spirit.
Yeah, maybe there's a handful of people out there that agree with him. So I'm an equal opportunity kind of broadcaster, and you can bring your bovine, and I'm going to, you know, spar with you.
Yeah, challenge you on it. Absolutely.
Yeah. Because if you come in here half baked, you're gonna, you know, get your bread thrown out.
You're gonna end up getting burnt. You come in here half baked.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let me look at some of the comments, and I'm sure there must have been some in there for the Spy Bro.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Carol? Carol's in the house. Of course, Dave Johnson and William Moore. Yeah, Val, he is a mess. Bye, Felicia.
Bye, bitch. Bye,
boy.
bitch.
Bye, bitch. After listening to him, I need margarita, 4 extra shots. I know. He
I'm hip.
Drive me to drinking, and I don't.
Now that's saying a lot, because you were a teetotaler, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Dave Johnson says, whoop, damn, what happened to my screen here? Oh, I think he's clowning. Do you think so,
Yeah.
Dave?
I think Dave is on to something. I think he's right.
Yeah. Carol, what are you doing? Are you working? Or are you shucking and jiving over there? Your boy Fats Domino died. You probably heard about that, right? Let's see what else we got here.
No, she's probably working.
Yeah, she said she had some clients today and tomorrow, so she wouldn't be in. But
yesterday you was talking about vaping, the vaping,
right?
Now here's the thing. I tried it. You know, I have 2 cats, and there's a fat man and then 2 live crew, and 2 live crew jumped on the bed, and I was, you know, minding my own business, and you know, I was taking a little toke, and you know, I said, "Here, you want some?" And he took some. I said, "Take a toke, but don't choke." And he got high as hell.
Take a toke and don't choke.
Yeah, he got high as hell.
Yeah?
Yeah, he sure did. A high cat walking around here is disgusting. You know? Hey, don't touch me with your paws.
Yeah, that would be a trip just to see. I know guys that used to shotgun their animals.
Yeah, they blow smoke.
Yeah, blow smoke at them. Get the dog high. That's messed up. Whew. Did you ever do anything like that, Isabel?
Yes,
You did?
to my cat.
To your cat? What happened? How did the cat react?
Oh, it just sat there and with his little eyes just looking at me, all relaxed. Well, you see all the scratches I have.
Yeah, that's from the cat?
Yeah. Well, they're not scratches. They're actually bite marks.
Bite marks?
Yeah.
Damn.
Ouch.
Yeah, they look like scratches, but they're actually his little teeth.
Mm. Now, does he do that when you blow smoke up his nose?
No,
or-
no, he just sits there and relaxes and just watches me.
Mm.
You think that's messed up?
How old is the cat?
Huh?
How old is the cat?
Huh?
What cat?
I'm feeling guilty. Stop, don't ask me.
Oh. Yeah, you should feel guilty. You're getting the high.
I?
You're getting the cat high.
Well, he's a little too overactive.
Yeah. Does that mellow him out?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
It does, yeah. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with marijuana at all. That's why. If it was anything else, any other
Yeah.
a chemical or something, chemicals are just out of,
Yeah.
But marijuana to me, I don't know. It's all natural.
Yeah, I you know what? I'm glad they're legalizing it in, kind of on a state-by-state basis at this point. And I think before too long, it'll be legalized nationwide, and then the federal government will step in and start taxing it. And then we'll have another source of income to fund whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But until we, the people, make it what we want, I mean, that's how it's supposed to go. We, the people, decide what's right and what's wrong because we have to live it, right? So when we decide, if all 50 states say, yeah, let's legalize marijuana for medical purposes as well as recreational, then, the government's going to have to cave and say, okay, well, it's been spoken. The people want this to be nationwide, so now we will acknowledge that. And the way that happens is we send the people to Congress, meaning the House and the Senate, to represent us, to follow our direction. We don't have to wait for them to tell us what to do. No, we tell them what to do. They work for us. When we vote for these clowns, we say, we want to give you this job. And you must go to Washington, D.C. to represent what we want. You don't tell us what we want or need. We tell you. You go and do our work. Man, woman, that's how it's supposed to work. So don't get it twisted, get it straight, understand how it is supposed to go. And until we take the power back and empower the people that we need to work for us, don't let these guys become career politicians sitting there for 20, 30 years, and then you sitting there with your thumb in your mouth hurting. Don't let it happen. Vote them out. Don't worry about getting term limits. The term limit is you don't do what we want you to do in one term, second term, you don't get. Now, keep in mind, once they are in, they get all the benefits that you don't have. They have free medical insurance for themselves, their family members, and everybody that works in their office gets the same. They don't have to worry about college tuitions. It's covered. You're paying for it. The guy that you hired, you voted for, you send him to Washington, he gets all the benefits. Then he tells you, no, you can't get what I have. You have to pay high insurance rates. You have to pay high school educational costs. I get it free. You don't. 99. Now, that's bullshit, man. That's straight up wrong. Why is it they get it and we don't, and they work for us? Isn't that kind of upside down, twisted, and demented? That doesn't make sense to me. My dad used to say, try to apply common sense to any situation that you're dealing with first. Put common sense on what makes sense. That does not make sense to me. At all. That's wrong. That's like slavery. That's like being a dictator. That's like, yeah, I'm privileged and you're not. You don't deserve what I get. I'm special. No, that's not the way it's supposed to go. Not at all. And listen, I'm not advocating that everything in life should be free, because it doesn't work that way. That won't work. But we pay our taxes. We fund the government to operate. So if it's good for the goose, it ought to be good for the gander. Now, we can do one or two things. We can make health care, taxes, and anything else more affordable. But let's make it the same for everybody. So if you go to Congress, you have to pay taxes just like me at the same percentage, and your health care should cost the same thing as mine. If you're going to get it for free, I want it for free as well. If I've got to pay, you got to pay. Now, when we get to that, I think you'll see a lot of stuff change. But they have no incentive to change anything because they're living off of the fruit of the land for free. And they get these benefits. Isabel, did you know they get this for life?
No.
They get the same benefits, full pay, all of the other college tuition stuff for their kids, and health care forever.
Wow.
All they have to do is one term.
Wow.
Chris, is that correct?
That is correct. You're right.
Wow.
Sweet deal, huh?
Real nice.
Very sweet.
Give me some of that.
Real nice.
Who you telling?
You know?
Pass the buck, literally. Pass some of the bucks, man.
That's right. They don't have to worry about one damn thing. They complete one term, they end forever.
Wow.
Sweet, huh?
Real nice.
Yeah. So why do they go out and campaign and try to raise millions, hundreds of millions of dollars that we give them? We make donations, and depending on how you donate, some of it is not tax deductible. Did you know that? Depending on the organization that you donate the money to, that goes to whoever the candidate is, sometimes like Act Blue is a nonprofit entity that receives monies from you, and it then goes to the candidates or whatever the cause is. But it's not tax deductible. I didn't know that until about a couple of years ago. There is a disclaimer now when you make those donations.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, at least you know. So there's a lot of things that you, the American people, need to know. You need to do a little reading. You need to do some facts checking. And you need to make sure that you are registered to vote. November 6, 2018 is going to be a historical voting day. You talk about taking your country back. You're talking about changing the game. At least we can go in and upset some of these governor seats, turn some of these states blue, bring back what we once had before this god-awful 2016 election, which I think was corrupt, poisoned, not fair and just. We may never know what really happened, like we don't know what happened to Sergeant Johnson and his, they won't even show his body. Now, see, listen, that's another damn thing. I've been meaning to talk about that. Let me do a carol here. Let me change the subject. Let me pivot on this. The United States government can determine whether or not a family has a right to see the remains. As far as we know, it might be 6 cinder blocks in that damn casket. You know what I mean? We don't know.
That's right.
Until you can
know.
see for your own eyes, with your own eyes, you don't know. It may be nothing in that box. And why is it that the United States government can tell a widower what she can or cannot do as it relates to her husband's remains? That to me is something that needs to change. As grim as it might appear to be, if she wishes to see her beloved husband's remains, she should have a right to do it.
Well, see, that sounds like the fix was in, because if you think about it, if you put those parameters in there, that protects the government and the military in case something goes wrong, or as maybe some quote-unquote unfriendly fire happens, and they're protected on their end. So they protect themselves by putting that indentment in there. So that way, look, you have no control over trying to see the remains of your fallen loved one. See, I think that's by design.
Oh, I get that. But it's time for that by design to go away.
Oh,
and that speaks to the corruption that Spy Boy was alluding to.
Oh,
and we have to keep the government honest. Why is it the government has the power to tell me that I can't see the remains of my loved one? That to me should be my personal choice.
That's right.
Okay, if there's nothing in there but a big toe, that's my choice to see that. That's my closure. Don't take away my closure. Yeah, I might regret, but it's my choice. Don't take away my choice. We're supposed to be the land of the free and the brave and have the freedom to do what we want, and we can't do that? We can't see the remains of a loved one?
They're already controlling us. What about our water?
Yeah.
We don't even have a choice in what we're drinking anymore.
Yeah, and what we're drinking in some situations is poison.
Well, it is. It has fluoride, it has aluminum, it has all these chemicals that we don't even know.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead, preach, Isabel. Tell them.
There's just so much.
It is. But again, it goes right back to what I was saying earlier. We, the people, have to take the control of our destiny. We need to elect people that are going to go in and represent us and what we think is best for us. I don't need nobody to tell me certain things. It's got to be, voted on, and then I have to be happy with what they decide. Bullshit. No. That's not the way it should work. They should listen to us. And then they need to go in there and fight for what we say. Now, there's 435 congressional members, right? 100 senators. And they're all coming from different parts of the country. And we have regional differences. And we may not collectively agree on every little thing. But certainly, the majority of the time, we can be united on the various issues that impact on all of us. The bills and laws that are passed affect all of us, not just some, but it impacts on everybody. People were complaining about Obama, saying, well, you didn't do much for the black people. Bullshit. And here's why. Anything that he was able to get through did not discriminate against black people, brown people, yellow people, white people. It impacted everybody equally. And that's the way it should be. Now, there are certain needs that certain people have. Those should not be ignored. There are still laws on the books that discriminate against certain people. Those need to be eliminated. As soon as we can eliminate all of these unfair things, then we can all become the same. This is like the Voting Rights Act. Why do we have to occasionally go back and deal with that? That's bullshit. Come on. Why? What is there to talk about? We have the right to vote, period. Forever. You shouldn't have to go back and revisit that. What is that all about? In case somebody changes their mind? Really? Really? Hey, Chris, are you going to change your mind? Do you want to give up your right to vote?
Nope. Hell nope.
Okay. So why do we have to go through that? What is that? What clause in the agreement says that we have to go back and do this again and make sure it's okay?
Like Izzy just said, it's control. You know that, and we're just talking around things here and making these valid points that it's control. Because when you talk about the whole control thing, once again, the ones who are in power divvies out the privileges, And you mentioned before about the whole thing about healthcare and things of that nature. Yeah, it would be beautiful. It would be nice not to worry about healthcare, not only for you, but for your family and your loved ones and people, that type of thing. When to worry about that,
Right.
But when it's not you, and you're already set, it's like, okay, you always hear the theory about leave the door open for somebody else in life. You know, when you're trying to be successful, you open the door. But these people, they weld it shut. They change the locks. They put thumbprints so that way you won't come after them.
Correct.
And this is a very elite mentality that people have, and it's hard to fight against that because once again, it's not about them. It's kind of like how 45 is. If it's not about him, then everybody else be damned.
Yeah.
You guys are in my world. I'm not in your world. You're in my world.
Well, it's got to change, Chris.
I agree.
And it is time to change right now. Not next 5 years from now, right now. Time for people to wake up and realize that you have the power to put in people who will represent you. Will go to Washington, D.C., and bring home the bacon, as the old saying goes. Go there and say, the people in Los Angeles, the people in Chicago, the people in Jiblipi, Mississippi have sent me here to get this done. Here's what the people in my area need. Here are the problems that we're faced with. Our infrastructure sucks. It's old, decrepit, breaking down. Our power structure is substandard. Our water is tainted. We need better water supply, better filtering. We need schools. Whatever the needs are, go in there and get it. Go get it. Go fight. Stand up. Have some backbone. And don't sit down until you get what you need for your people. That's the way it's supposed to work. Any other way, if you're going in there cutting deals and those deals that you're cutting hurt the people that sent you there. And you go there and you come back 4 years from now and say, hey, look at the great job we've done. The 5 schools closed up in our neighborhood. What have you done, dude? No, unacceptable. Before it gets to that point, you need to get on the telephone. You need to email. You need to text. You need to let these guys know, hey, dude, we're waiting for something to happen here, and you haven't delivered. Don't wait until it's time to vote again. Hold his feet in the fire the 2 years or 4 years or 10 years, whatever he's there. Make him work for you. Don't sit back and smoke a cigarette, says life is good. Let's go to the barbecue and have a good time and bust some beers and all that. No. Pay attention. Pay attention to what they're doing. And there's apps that you can put on your phone. And every time that there's a vote on a new bill or whatever, you can see exactly what your represented, how they voted. How easy is that? You can go to their website and see what they did or didn't do.
Right.
So take the responsibility, go out there and get it done. Pay attention every day. We got about 3 minutes left. But that's my message to the people.
Yeah. And I concur, whether it's your congressman or congresswoman, you make sure that you keep tabs. That's the very most important thing, because thinking like this, it's an investment. You keep tabs on your investments. So when you invest your vote into this person, you keep tabs on it. It's just like lawyers will put money in the bank and don't check it anymore.
That's right.
You check from time to time to see the balance of what you remove or what you add.
Mm-hmm.
And so in this situation, you're putting your all, and you're going all in with this person that you're about to vote for, and then you vote for them, and you keep it moving. You check them. Like I said before, just the fact that today's technology, you are able to check out their page to see what they're voting on or voting against, yay or nay. And you got to keep tabs. Now, once again, you don't keep tabs, things could always happen to the point where, wait a minute, they passed that bill and no, you could have known if you kept tabs on the person.
That's right.
So that goes back to you as the individual voter, not just to vote on election day, but keep on going past that day prior, before, during, and after.
That's right. Because there's nothing worse than saying, damn, I didn't know about that. Why? Because you had your head in the sand. You weren't paying attention. And now it's too late. It's been passed. And now you got to live with the results of whatever those guys decided they wanted to do.
You end up being like, hey, I've been screwed. Yeah, but you could have at least, done your research and realized what the person was going to vote for. So, you know what I'm saying? You have to become vigilant of that. And you have to also realize that if you don't do anything, then when these things happen, then you can't just shrug your shoulders.
That is so true.
Yeah, you can't do that.
There's that famous song. Well, that means we got to get up and get out of here. Chris, thank you. Appreciate you as usual.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Izzy.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's got to be her new name, right? Izzy? What do your friends call you? Do you have a nickname?
I do. My friends call me Nena.
Nena?
Nena.
Nena. How does that come out of Isabel?
Because I'm the baby of my family, and in Spanish, Reina, it sounds like Nena because my brother couldn't roll his R. So he would say the Nena, the little Nena, the little queen, the little queen.
The little queen. Oh, that's what that means. All right, well, we got the little queen at the controls, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here today. Yep, she's a very nice person. She's dedicated and really wants to do this, so we're giving her a shot. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
My pleasure.
All right, we'll be back tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Pacific time, right here on thepowerofvoices.com, YouTube Live, and Facebook Live. Tell somebody, and go ahead and hit that share button. I won't be mad at you, okay? Tell somebody about the show. Let's help it grow. Hit the share button. Hit it right now.